speak, which I don't know what the heck was up with that.
I don't know either.
Am I
Yes,
too loud,
Discord
Bug?
means Discord.
Oh, also, one, I started the stream. Two, this is a big announcement I'm going to put at the start of the stream and for you guys to hear. There was a giant rainstorm that happened last night, and there's a giant thunderstorm happening right now. If my internet cuts out, you know why. Because either that means that the landline got cut off of the internet, or my power is out. One of the two. So yeah, yes, you're causing mischief in the background.
So sorry if I'm too loud.
No worries. But yeah, so just be advised that there is a giant... There's a possibility that this stream might just end arbitrarily. And it won't be up to me. By the way, welcome everyone to the Oncoming Storm. I am your host, Bugboy1014, and I am joined by the typical crew of what remains of Timeline 1. Why don't you introduce yourselves?
Oof. I don't know what to say.
Good answer, Cathanglass. Do you have any introduction?
I'm here to fight God! Anarchy!
Oh, God.
Hey, that's my job.
Also, I'm sorry if I get too loud. Let me know, okay?
Yeah, I will. I'll let you know. Right now, it's hard to hear everyone over the sound of the thunder booming outside. Hopefully, it does not pick up on the mic. It might.
So, Bug, if we do get cut off, we could always side session it if you want.
Yeah. This fight is going to be a little consequential, which is why it's going to be almost this entire session. If it ends early, well, that I don't have anything planned for the rest of the session. I literally only have this. So,
Which, to be honest, I would say we could try doing stuff, but given the plans to, well, did you mention it before?
I have not mentioned that on stream, but I have mentioned it before. So, I labeled this stream as finale, ? Because, and I gave a hint to this earlier, this is going to be the last session of Timeline 1. But, this is not the last session of Oncoming Storm. God, that lightning was bright. Nor is it the last session of Timeline 2.
God,
From here on out, there's going to be a big tournament arc coming up, and then after the tournament arc, it's just going to be the Oncoming Storm. There's not going to be a Timeline 1 and Timeline 2 anymore. It's just going to be combined the Oncoming Storm. Does that make sense to everyone?
Yes. Also,
Yeah.
I like how I said it's the final countdown. Also, the lightning perfectly timed.
Yes.
You heard it? I didn't hear it.
I heard it.
Yeah, sorry if this picked up on my microphone. There's lots and lots of the lightning seems to have started up right when I started streaming.
It's perfect, but also, what if there's no tea?
Why do I care about tea right now? I'm not a tea drinker.
No,
Oh,
it's the loading screen. I remember that moment too. But what if there's no tea?
so yes. This is being motivated by 3 reasons. One, the stories are getting a little complicated for me to parse through by myself. 2, we're losing players fast in Timeline 1. So I might as well merge the groups because that way we'll actually have a good-sized group. And 3, I'm not losing players for that. Cathanglass specifically wants to move to Timeline 2. And if we lost Cathanglass and Zelkarai, then Timeline 1 wouldn't have much direction anymore.
Much direction or much players either.
Right. There would literally just be Surtur and Ral Darkstar, and that's it. So I'm like, okay, if one of the main people of Timeline 1 moves at this point, I'm just going to move the entirety of Timeline 1 over, so I'm just going to combine them. That's why I'm combining timelines. It's basically just because...
Oh, god damn it.
It's either that or cancel Timeline 1, which I don't want to do that, so...
Yeah, cancel Timeline 1. One moves, the other two, get away.
Yeah, the other two fade into the background, never to be heard of from again.
I'll go eating people now.
Ugh. Yeah. Please don't burst everyone's bubble. Anyway. So yeah, we're just going to be combining them together because it was already under the premise that they're mostly similar anyway besides player features. There will be fallout because of this, of course. The way I have it actually planned is that when the merging occurs, you'll want to know what happens to the ship, sir.
Sure.
When the merging occurs, the locations of the two parties is going to merge, meaning the entirety of the SS Mandrega is going to be dropped in the Feywild. Out in the remains of Brizzle's village.
Oh god, that's going to be chaotic.
It's going to be chaotic, and also there will be two Cathanglasses there, because there's Cathanglass in Timeline 2 and Cathanglass in Timeline 1.
Oh god, the jokes when people were tracking two characters are going to become real for Cathanglass. Oh god.
Yeah, which I do have an explanation for that. And no, it's not that there is actually two Cathanglasses, because there's not. Cathanglass, would you like to provide the explanation, or do you want to wait for that?
I want to wait for it.
Okay, then let's wait for it, because that'll be more funny with the rest of the group in Timeline 2. Yep, let's get ready to rumble, because today, to recap, the Paladin... also, yes, I have fight music in the background. This is just going to be one big fight. To recap, the Paladin challenged Cathanglass at the end of the last session to a duel, to prove the strength of his faith. You accepted the challenge, yes?
Gladly.
Yeah. We saw in the side session previously that this Paladin is no joke. And while he didn't do that much to the Phantom, that's because the Phantom has a 4-digit health bar. Which Cathanglass does not have. And the only reason why he has that much is because he's a construct, and constructs have, like, silly HP. So, yeah, let's do this. I am ready if everyone else is.
Well, I'm ready. I'm more than ready.
I'm ready.
Okay. You guys are probably just going to be sitting on the sidelines. Just going to be honest. If you want to do little quips during the middle of this fight, that's fine. Do we even need to do initiative? Because I feel it's just one going after the other, so...
I mean, I guess to figure out who goes first.
Yeah.
Sure. We'll do it to see who goes first. Let me go ahead and get his actual token correct, because the stats on his token are not correct currently.
Yeah, it feels like every time it's being dragged, it's way weaker than it should be.
Yes, that's because it's based off of his initial stats before I edited any of them. Because originally he was like a level 4 Paladin. Not
Now
in my
I helped
campaign,
him.
but just in general, he was originally like a level 4 Paladin. But I upped him to now that he's a much higher level one. There's his actual stats.
Yeah, and then me and Bug work together to help his stats.
Yes. Cathanglass helped me workshop his own demise.
Listen, it's fun. I like challenges.
I am doing something already.
It's just going to do search and stuff during this and check to see if the person restrained in the bed is alive now. We will get to the person restrained in the bed. That's something that I will explain after the fight.
Okay.
But let's just say there is weird stuff going on with Dracul right now.
Yeah, we might have found a thing to do after the fight if it ends early.
Yeah, if it ends early, I'm going to go into more detail. If it doesn't end early and it ends like more towards the actual end of the session, then there's just going to be a few snippets. Fox, you have the thing pinned still, the line for me to remember, right?
Oh, I do.
Good, because I don't remember what it is, so DM it to me again, please. Okay.
After the fight or now?
Sorry, go ahead.
After the fight or now?
Yeah, whenever, sure, after the fight. You can DM it to me now, and I'll check it later. But
Yeah, after the fight.
okay. So, let me restart the music. I didn't even bother to check this. How's the audio levels? The audio levels seem fine.
Audio levels are fine. You are loud, but you're good.
Okay. Am I... Okay. So, this will be happening on the deck of the Mandriga. Does everyone move back to let this happen as the Paladin begins to walk towards the center of the ship? What is everyone doing as the Paladin's walking towards the center of the ship? With, I presume, Cathanglass following.
Yeah, Cathanglass is getting to a point where they have a space in between. I like this.
Yeah. Remember, Lion Fang still isn't here. He left somewhere. So you don't need to worry about that clock.
The aftermath of Cathanglass choosing to spare Lion Fang by going in front of Strongheart when he tried to attack Lion Fang and sacrificing some of his own HP.
Yeah.
Which Strongheart healed before challenging you, I think.
Yes.
I know, it's just bringing everyone up to speed. Cathanglass did forcefully jump in front of Strongheart.
And you notice that Strongheart just... Wait, did you get damaged or did he?
Strongheart.
Strongheart
no,
just
Cathanglass
touched
did.
his own... Sorry, what were you saying?
Just Cathanglass.
Okay. Yeah, before the fight had started, he just touched your chest, Cathanglass, and you healed fully from it, seemingly. With just him touching you.
Hi, baby. Do you want your toy?
That's...
Go get it.
Hi, Yuki.
Anyway, as he's getting towards the center, Strongheart looks to Clocksworth and says, "Are you going to try and interfere?"
No.
No one will interfere with what is just.
And
Just
actually, is there? I'm assuming that because the ship is not working, there's not some random like crew member on the side of the ship that Cathanglass and Strongheart are going.
No. It is currently barren besides the people that you see here. Like, the
Okay.
people you see on the ship are the people here, except for Zokarai. He's currently gone.
Okay.
Yep. Because if you remember, most of the crew is actually killed recently, if I remember correctly. Not killed, most of them were dealing with the fallout of mutations and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, and that's why the ship is currently floating in the ocean as well, because of the engines no longer being powered as much. It's a sky background, but I don't have an ocean background for this ship, unfortunately. So just pretend that's the ocean.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Strongheart pulls out his blade, and you see it's a gleaming, almost porcelain white metal, but it's not. It's clearly still metal, but it's a gleaming bright blade that he points towards Cathanglass, and you see it's emitting constant light from it. And he says, "If your faith is as strong as you claim, and worthy of being associated with the sacred fire, then prove it to me. Roll initiative." I'm going to roll for Strongheart. Remove all the old ones.
Wait, what? I'm sorry, you roll initiative. My initiative got deleted.
Your initiative got deleted because I had the old one from the old combat still in there.
Oh.
It doesn't auto-clear on roll 20, sadly, for me. So it showed like 2 different Cathanglass initiatives on there, and I deleted one.
Yeah, we don't need two Cathanglasses.
Not right now, anyway. He got a 9, so he is giving you the first move. Is this your starting position, or are you picking their starting position?
Cathanglass got a 28.22.
I know, and I asked you a question.
Hold on.
I said, is this your starting position, or are you picking a better starting position?
I am good where I am.
Okay. He is currently aiming his blade towards you and seems to be giving you the first move. What shall you do, Cathanglass?
Cathanglass will turn his, Oh, I don't have the stats of a Masamune. He'll just turn into a katana. He'll turn the paintbrush into a katana.
The Masamune is just a great sword version of a katana. So it's 2d6 as the base damage.
Six.
Good.
I don't know, okay, and this dog is throwing up again.
Not throwing up, sneezing.
Oh, sneezing. Okay. Anyway, what are you doing, Cathanglass?
Up now. Good.
Cathanglass will start by
You okay?
actually using Brer Vine.
Okay, you will start by attacking him. Got it. Roll an attack roll. Okay, that misses.
For his bonus action,
You okay, baby? Okay. Got a little bit of fluff in your eye. You're good.
You're immune to being blinded, right?
still have the mask on.
Okay.
Oh, right.
For my bonus action, I'll use Relative Psychic Glance on him.
Okay, what does that do?
I'm gonna cast it.
Use it. I want to see it. Description, please. Show spell description.
There is a spell description.
You unleash this DC 17. You unleash a swimming lance of psychic power from the forehead creature that you see within range. Alternatively, you can utter a creature's name. If the named creature target is within range, it becomes a spell's target even if you can't see it. The named target isn't within range unless it's space. Target will make an intelligence saving throw. On a failed save, the target takes 7d6 psychic damage. Why does it say wisdom save, which is an intelligence save?
I don't know why it says Wisdom Save. It's supposed to be Intelligence Save. I think I
Yeah.
put it in wrong.
76 psychic damage is cascaded until starting next turn. Okay.
I got it.
Do okay, so he is going to he has advantage on this saving throw.
I'm going to restore balance to give him normal.
Okay. So I'm going to roll it normally then. And this will be intelligence. He gets a 21.
Okay, so he takes 20 damage.
Okay. He no. Oh yeah, 20. He takes 20 psychic
20
damage.
psychic.
Okay. He has no sort of resistances against those, so he'll just take 20 psychic damage. However,
Why 20?
yeah,
Because it's normally because the full power is 40.
22 plus 18.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Alright. You notice that this beam of psychic energy gets projected out of you into his mind, and it seems to hit him, and he blinks a few times, but looks to be relatively unfazed, and is just a little perplexed at you. Is that your turn?
And for my reaction,
Didn't you?
What can you do as a reaction? You already did improve the balance thing, didn't you?
oh true.
That's a reaction.
Oh, actually no, I didn't use. Oh wait, no, yeah, that's a reaction. So I end my turn.
Okay. You still had an interaction and movement if you want to do movement.
I don't move.
Okay. Strongheart. Okay. So, Strongheart looks at you and says, "Was that your attempt at an attack?"
Oh, it's my attempt at starting an interaction.
Alright then. I guess I need to respond in kind. I forgot to put that one in. There we go. Yeah. And then he would move over to you. So, he has a complicated stat block. I've been looking through this as well. He's trying to...
Oh, no.
Okay. Alright. Oh, you know what we forgot to do?
Hmm?
We forgot to put his high-level spells into his stat block.
I gave them to you, and I think I pinned it.
I know, but that doesn't mean I ever put them in the stat block.
Sorry, I thought we did it.
No, I forgot, and then I asked you, is there anything else we need to do? And evidently you forgot that's something we still need to do.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's not that big of a deal. Alright, so he will cast the spell. He'll use his action to... Okay, let me check if this spell is actually what I think it is. No, actually, he won't cast that one. So, he will, Alright. He will look towards you, and then put his hand on his chest, and you see him clutching the holy symbol that's on his chest plate, and golden light begins to wash out of him as it forms into spirits around him as he casts Spirit Guardians.
There we go.
5th level. Okay. So, he now has 5th level Spirit Guardians around them as he moves towards you, and you're in the range of them. Here's what it does. You call for spirits to protect you. They flit around a distance of 15 feet. If you're good and neutral, their form appears angelic. In this case, angelic. You designate any of the creatures you can see to be unaffected. He's labeling all creatures that aren't Cathanglass to be unaffected.
Good.
Yeah, an affected creature's speed is halved in the area, and when the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts his turn there, must make a wisdom save. On a failed save, it takes 3d8 radiant, and in this case, it will actually be bumped up to 5d8 radiant because he used 5th level spell slot. He then, as a bonus action, he will use the bonus action ability Champion Challenge on Cathanglass. So Cathanglass, give me a wisdom save.
Okay, give me a moment. I just want to read something quickly.
Yep.
Does that do? Dex. Wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay, you failed. So, as each creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of you must make a wisdom save. On a failed save, the creature cannot willingly move more than 30 feet away from, in this case, the paladin. And this affects only the creature if he is incapacitated to die, or if he willingly moves more than 30 feet away from you. So you cannot move more than 30 feet away from him.
perfect.
Sorry, go ahead.
Perfect.
And then he will use his interaction to drink a small health potion. Plus,
Alright, you made those interactions.
Sorry, 2d4 plus 2. My bad. Well, that would be 6. I accidentally rolled the wrong. So he regained 6 health, 8 feet. What was your comment, Surtur?
Alright. You remove the part that makes it an action.
Yeah, it's only an action if you pull it out of the bag of holding. It's an interaction to drink a potion.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that will be the end of his turn.
I just had an idea. I could just cast a Wall of Force to make sure there's no random interference.
You
I mean,
could.
Cathanglass did make a wall.
You did what?
I made a wall behind me.
Out of what?
Paint.
Oh, well, fair. You made a literal brick wall. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Cathanglass, you could do that. However, there may be a little bit of ramifications because he doesn't know the difference between interference and non-interference right now from you. He just doesn't want you to get involved at all. Anyway, Cathanglass, it's your turn. It's top of the round here.
Okay.
First blows have been arranged, and I will need you to make a wisdom save. Because you're in the range of Spirit Guardians.
I'm gonna use the luck die with this.
Okay?
Never mind, I didn't need it.
Yeah, okay. So, you, passed. That means that, you only take half as much damage. So you took, roll me, I will roll 5d8.
And I'm resistant. So
You
I take 8 damage.
Yeah, you took 8 radiant damage. As angelic forces of Baradros assail you.
This is fine. I'm just changing it to me. Okay, let's get this. The thing was to change this paintbrush quickly to a Masamune,
Alright.
and he'd start dragon singing.
Okay. Wait, you have that ability. Okay. So, for those who don't know, dragon singing is blade singing, but you're allowed to use two-handed weapons. That is from the Half Dragon book. So, besides that, though, it's blade singing. Alright, so you start humming. What sort of tune or tone do you hum as you do this? And as this is happening, everyone sees that there's like an aura forming around him in a swirl, and it almost seems like he's jittering and sputtering, as if the image of him is becoming more and more distorted and blurry. Do you make your attack things? The thingless.
And I'm also gonna improve a Divine Smite onto it.
Well, you
Yes,
you don't know if you've hit or not. You can decide after you can see if you hit. Yeah, Divine Smite only need to be declared after you already see whether or not you hit. Fun fact, because of events in Timeline 2, he got level 2 Paladin and level 2 Wizard. Anyway, do your thing. Make your attack roll. You did. Okay. 19. He pulls up his shield and you slam the blade into the shield, unable to hit him. He is able to parry your blade. Do you have another attack, or is that it?
Harry, this!
Oh. What is it?
You just use a magnified gravity.
Oh,
Dueling stop.
interesting. You'll have advantage on this save.
Cathanglass just responds by using magnified gravity.
Right. What level did you cast that at? Oh, right, yeah. Now
It's always upcast to 9.
Right, yeah. You will have advantage on this save, so +5 with advantage. That's an 18. He passes. So,
I can't.
you also just say a creature takes half as much damage and suffers no reduction in its speed. So, he only suffers half damage from that, and he does not have his speed reduced. As he looks at you, and there's that moment, like when they turn on the gravity chamber in Dragon Ball, where he's like forced down a little bit, but then he just starts standing back up. And you see the angelic spirits around him seem to be lower to the ground as well. So that is 8, 37, so that's 45. Dueling style wouldn't apply here, so 45 damage. However, he only took half. So it's half of that, so it's 20.
And for my reaction,
Okay.
it's at 9th level.
Can you
Why
fire
do-
that as a reaction?
Yeah.
How?
Hold on, I'm actually seeing if what I'm thinking of works that way.
I have no idea what you're referring to.
Back of chapter 3.
That it's action and bonus action, not action as and reaction.
Oh, sorry.
No. Yeah, no, you need a bonus action to do that, and you already did that to Blade Sync. So no, that's not how that works.
And I just hold back.
Alright, so you just hold back there. Alright. Strongheart looks at you and starts trudging through the magnified gravity closer to you. And he looks you in the eyes and says, "You're gonna have to try harder than that, you know."
Oh, I
As
know.
he uses Sanctified multi-attack with his blade and starts slamming the Avenger against you. His sword called Steel. So, Sanctified multi-attack.
Oh!
Yeah. So, first off, you will replace one of his attacks with a Fire Strike, which will do this. Does a 21 hit?
Nope.
Okay, but he will use War God's Blessing as a reaction. When a creature within 30 feet of you makes an attack roll, you can use the reaction to grant that creature a +10 to the roll using your channel divinity. You make the choice after you see the roll, but before the DM says whether or not attack hits or miss. In this case, I guess I should have done that beforehand, but I already knew what your AC
It also misses.
A 31 misses? Also, I accidentally
Yes.
took out roll 20.
Because, Facing gives me a plus AC equal to intelligence. And I have a +6 to my intelligence, so I have a 34.
Okay. So that still misses anyway. Also, I borked my roll 20. Give me a second.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I accidentally clicked the wrong button and went to the previous page, which I didn't want to do because that was a YouTube page. Roll 20, don't lag now. We're on stream. I should still roll damage now that I think about it, because how much durability does your armor have?
My armor, and I'm gonna look right now. Where did I put armor? Oh, 720 HP, immunity to poison and psychic, resistance to all damage.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll damage for that anyway. Once this thing finally loads. God damn it. Here's the damage from this.
Oh God!
Yeah. So you take that much damage. Sorry, the armor takes that much damage.
I think of 720 was 32.
As his first blade, you saw, turned into a giant shining beacon that he basically shoved into Cathanglass' gut.
688, got it.
It didn't penetrate your armor, but it did dent it, and it made a noticeable hole in the armor. And then with his second strike, he'll bring his blade up and slam it down towards Cathanglass' head. You get to speak on your turn. Don't speak until then. That's how combat usually works. Alright. Second attack.
Miss.
29. That's a miss. Third attack. I will roll damage on that, though. Your armor takes 10 slashing and 26 radiant.
Come on, I had the armor out. Oh, there it is.
Oh. I just went back to
There's
check. Since I had nothing to do, I just went to check durability. It's only half if it doesn't meet your AC.
They only take half if it doesn't meet your AC?
Yeah, the armor only takes half if it doesn't meet the AC.
Okay, fair enough. Then only half this now.
Oh shoot, then that's 18. I'm trying to remember. I'm sorry.
It's fine. Your armor's not going to be an issue eventually anyway.
Armor, I think, is still going to be at like 692 or something. There we go.
Yep. However, as he does the third strike, you can tell he's holding back a lot. That's 20. And there's the damage. This will be his attack actions, as he's basically in your face, and he isn't getting through your armor, but he is damaging your armor, and you can tell he's hitting like a truck, but you can also tell he's holding back a lot. But that will be the end of his turn.
Cathanglass just speaks up. Stop holding back. I know you can do better.
Cathanglass, what happened to your turn? You're no longer on the turn order.
What?
Just Strongheart is there. What?
I'm sorry?
Did Strongheart delete your turn?
God damn it, I do it.
Oh, there we go. Now you're back, I think. Do you see the 28.22 or no?
I do.
Okay, good.
Okay. I don't, but if you two do, I'm assuming it's good because you're the main two involved.
That or he's in DM view, one of the two.
I'm not in DM view.
No, now I see it, but it's at 0. Funny.
Yeah, it's because I deleted the old one and re-added it back in.
Ah, okay.
So, Cathanglass, we get to you now, back at the start of round 3.
Cathanglass literally was just go all out. I know you can. Hits him with an under magnified gravity.
I believe you'll be in the range of your own magnified gravity if you do that.
Oh, he moves back then, does it?
Give me a wisdom save, because you're still in the range of Spirit Guardians. That reminds me... Yeah, he's fine. 26. That saves. I'm pretty sure. Let me double check. How far back is that?
Yeah.
It was a DC 22 save. So, yeah, you're fine. On successful save, you only take half as much damage. So I'll roll damage again. Remember, your armor is taking this damage too.
23 divided by 2 is 11.
Yeah, and it's radiant, so divide by 2 again because you're resistant. It's a successful save, and you're resistant, so you cut it by 2 twice.
86?
Yeah. You'll be safe.
Didn't you say you painted a wall there? Can you go through your own walls?
Yeah, Cathanglass, you painted a wall behind you. How did you move backwards through your own wall?
Oh wait, never mind. I just moved here.
Also, you can't move more than 30 feet away from him.
Magnify gravity. Go!
The tip of radius sphere center at the point you can see. Okay. So he will make the saving throw. He made it. So he isn't slowed down, and he takes 16 more damage from that.
Cathanglass just keeps saying, "You can do more. I know you."
Huh. I'm surprised Cathanglass has like a 9th level spell slot.
It's because it's because of the Nether Scrolls. So, he did a lot of reading while he was asleep. And one of the benefits of the Nether Scrolls is that... one of the benefits of the backside of the 3rd chapter is when you read all of it completely, then all of your spells you cast are automatically 9th level.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Which... So that's what's happening here. He's not actually spending 9th level spell slot. It's just being auto-upcasted to that, regardless of the spell slot he spends.
And then for his bonus
Now,
action, he will...
this doesn't let you use any spell slot as if it's a 9th level spell slot for the purposes of casting, like, Wish or something. But...
Oh, no.
Yeah, it just upcasts what you already cast, if it's below 9. It's similar to Trinisphere from Magic, where if it's below 3 mana, it becomes 3 mana.
Oh, so it's like Mizium, but instead of just going +1, it becomes level 9. Okay.
Yeah, it becomes level 9, and it's applied after all other things. So, like, after Ethereum, after Chlorophyte, after Mizium, etc. Okay, and then Zappy Hand. It's also... The backside of Chapter 3 is also where he's allowed to cast spells, an action, and a bonus action. Which is normally not.
That was supposed to be freezing, so DC 20.
I don't think that's a bonus action spell, though.
Oh. And yeah, it's Happy Hands.
Casting a spell as an action and bonus action only applies for spells that can actually be cast as a bonus action. So, no, Zappy Hands is an action. You can't do Zappy Hands and Magnify Gravity. Unless you had a way to quicken it, which you don't.
Oh, wait, I don't.
Yeah. You're not a sorcerer. You can't pull the bullshit that Zokai can pull.
Come, my minions, ride for your life.
You know what? Another Masamune attack.
Ow.
Hmm?
How are you doing weapon attack
What?
as a bonus action?
But I can't.
I can tell
There-
someone's still tired.
There is something I can do as a bonus action.
What? Second wind?
Oh,
No. This.
Oh, you're at Dragon Breath because you have improved Dragon Breath. Yeah, you can do that one. So, you open your mouth after looking through many options and exhale a deep purple flame. Sorry, a deep blue and purple flame out at Strongheart, who will try to dodge the flame and block it with his shield. Does he have anything to help? He will have advantage on this save. 21.
Silvery barbs.
Okay.
Good.
25.
He doesn't have advantage.
Yes, he does.
Oh, God damn it. I didn't mean silvery barbs, I meant restore balance.
You
I don't
said
keep it
silvery barbs. So it was silvery barbs. So yeah. You silvery barbs it, and he does it better. You can choose to give yourself advantage on your next turn, though, thankfully.
Oh, I do.
As he's able to block most of it with his shield. And he uses his Shield Master ability, which basically means that if he successfully saves against something that a dex save that targets him as a magical effect, he can instead take no damage from a successful save. It basically gives evasion, but for Shield Master, and if only he is targeted. Let me double check that I'm correct on that, but I'm pretty sure that's how that works. This is me checking my own work to make sure I'm not just talking out my butt. Shield Master improved. If you're subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dexterity saving throw to take only half damage, you take no damage if you succeed on the saving throw at half the amount of success, interposing your shield between yourself and the source. Yes, that's the improved version of Shield Master. So that applies even for things like Fireball, which the original does not. So yes, that's on if he is subjected to an effect that allows him to make a dex save. It doesn't care what kind of effect it is. Okay, there is the power I want. As you do this Dragon Breath, he just holds up his shield, and a golden shield appears in front of it, deflecting your breath off and scattering it harmlessly into the air. And he said, and it was at the end of your turn as you were doing this?
That was the end of my turn.
He says in response to what you said, because he said, there's the power I want. He says in response, he says, are you sure you can handle my power? As
I want to make...
you can talk again on your turn. This is going to be, we get to say one thing on each turn. Use your action to cast a spell on yourself or in the future. As he will touch his chest and cast haste on himself. Actually, no, sorry, not haste. What spell does he want to cast on himself? Actually, no, scratch that. He's not going to cast a spell at all. What he's going to do is he's going to use an ability where he touches his chest and refills all of his hit points. Now he's back up to 400 as an action. And then as a bonus action, I did actually. His saving throw is actually supposed to be better. I forgot about this. There's one aura effect that he has that I was not considering.
Oh?
One of his auras says that whenever he makes a saving throw, he has to add his charisma modifier to the save in addition to the pre-existing modifiers. So they should have all been 5 higher.
I also forgot Bug Cathanglass has haste on himself.
Yes, you have haste on yourself.
So I guess you could have used your weapon. You could have made a weapon attack with the
Yes,
second action.
you could have in fact made a weapon attack.
Cathanglass.
Bless you! Someone sneezed in the other room.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were reacting to Kayana.
Oh,
Cathanglass. We must make haste.
I will!
It was just funny.
You know what that
because
means? You know what that means? It means hurry the fuck up.
I thought you said bless you because Kayana just said Cathanglass, and I was like, how did you hear that as sneezing?
no. It was because my dad sneezed in the other room. I didn't even hear her. It just happened to be at the same time.
Because I heard haste, so I'm like, we must make haste. Meaning, we must hurry up. Hurry up! Sorry. You got this.
I know I do.
So he will use his bonus action to channel divinity on himself and do the ability Peerless Athlete, which means for the next 10 minutes he will have advantage on strength, athletics, and dexterity acrobatics checks. He can carry, push, lift, and drag twice as much as normal, and the distance of his jumps are 10 feet farther and 10 feet higher. And that is his turn. He, as an action, healed himself, and as a bonus action, buffed himself. He says, one final time, prove to me you can handle my power. And he'll end his turn.
This is now full HP.
How are you full HP again?
Recovery.
Oh, right, you have regen. I forgot you have regen. Thanks for whistling. So, Cathanglass, it's your turn. Foxearth, you're seeing both of these guys seem to be healing themselves a lot.
Oh, I can promise you I'm much more than you think. He then does... I keep on forgetting the name of the spell. Is Frosty Hands?
Sure, Frost Fingers, I believe it's his name.
At 9th level. So it's DC 20.
As you can... Yeah, it's supposed to be DC 20 because it's supposed to be from Water Soul, but we don't have it actually programmed into the sheet yet. That's why he's using that hand. So you see a wave of cold go out from his fingers. And, Surtur, what did you say oh yeah to? I forgot.
Oh, I was just thinking maybe I should get rid of my shield that has an aura on it that could probably benefit Cathanglass in some way. I mean, it's aura vitality if you need to take an action, but yeah, I should probably get rid of it.
That might be a good idea, yes.
Are you kidding me? I also forgot I have freedom of movement.
So he'll have advantage on this. 26.
And plus, I'm not sure I can see them because of the wall Cathanglass painted.
Right. However, because this is a dex save, he interposes his shield in between, and he takes no damage. As you see the cold begins to wash into his shield, but as it tries to wrap around the shield to hit him, golden light protects his sides to prevent it from wrapping around him.
Does the shield take cold damage?
No, because he takes absolutely no damage from the attack. It's
Okay,
not like
I would
it's being blocked by the shield. He just takes no damage.
I mean, the way the feat read, because you said interposing the shield in between the effect and yourself, I thought the shield would, take it.
No.
And I will now use
Not in this case, because it's more like a magical sword. You will now use your extra action weapon attack, a single weapon attack. As you swing in after this coal, you whip out your paintbrush, turn into a large two-handed sword, and swing it at him after this cold. But he just barely manages to block it with his shield. As you do, meaning you do not hit. However, his shield does end up taking 5 slashing damage.
Mm-hmm. And my turn.
Alright. He looks at you. He looks at you going all out, which, by the way, you would probably be about here right now, given what you're doing. He looks at you going all out, he's staring you dead in the eyes, and says, "You can't handle what I have, but if you want to see it, fine." And without backing up, he will use his action to run his hand over his blade and murmur a small chant saying, "Come steal the power of my... come steal the bane of my enemies. Channel the power of Baragos, so I may smite thy heretic." And he aims it towards the sky as golden light now shimmers from the sword. But that's not all. He's begun to change. So, with what you all see is that his form begins to change and grow with a golden aura. He becomes as large and as Harold and Gerald now, in just golden aura, similar to an avatar. He seems to be clad in a new golden armor that is reminiscent of a few armors you've seen before, as the spirit guardians around him begin to shift and change from angelic forms to the forms of those of past heroes, including notably Jaden's father and Varys.
I mean, I don't know them, but as a player, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. And these swirl around him and swirl as he gets filled with golden energy. And you see this armor is stylized after the armor of Baradros himself. And doing this took his entire turn. But it's clear that now he's not holding back. Or at least, he's showing off more of his power. Also, by the way, he is glowing like crazy. He is emitting light in a bright area. Is anyone within 30 feet of him not immune to blindness?
Cathanglass.
How tall was the wall that Cathanglass painted? Because
probably 5 feet.
Yeah.
This is washing over the wall, and you see actually the wall gets turned to dust and crumbles underneath the light. As it's actually doing radiant damage to everyone within the range.
Oh.
10 radiant damage, in fact.
I'm an idiot.
What?
I'm immune to radiant! Why have I not remembered that?
Yeah, I know. You didn't remember. But I remember it now. So, yeah. Is anyone within 30 feet of him, at the start of your turns, if anyone's within 30 feet of him, you're going to have to make a saving throw to not be blinded until the end of your next turn, and you're also going to take 10 radiant damage.
Yeah, Rattle's under deck.
Yeah. But, Dread is up in a mask, so he's way more than 30 feet up.
Okay. So, me and Harold, okay.
You and Harold, yes.
Gerald just barely.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like my sniper.
And there's other effects too, but I won't spoil what all of them are right now. So that will be the end of his turn, as he spent his entire turn just to do this.
So it's during his next turn that we take the damage. Since
It's
we
at the
don't have
start of your next turn. You take.
Okay. When is my next turn?
You'll go after Cathanglass. We'll go ahead and say you and Harold can go after Cathanglass.
Yeah. Okay. We'll just say we're initiative 10 because we didn't. Roll.
Yeah, we'll say Cathanglass's turn is like your guys' turn, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But initiative 10 works too. Or we could do the lair action thing if it happens at initiative 20, losing all ties, because that's what lair actions do.
True.
So we'll just say it's a lair action thing. Anyway, Cathanglass, you're up.
That's nice work.
You would take 10
Finally!
radiant damage, but obviously that fails.
Finally, someone's putting up a good fight. Now I can finally go all out.
Insert Superman quote.
Yes. Let's see if
As
this turns
he
out the same way as Superman versus Darkseid.
I forgot how to roll Hellfire.
It's intense. Also, are you? Well, actually, then again, this ship's not made of wood. Never mind. I was like, on a wooden ship, but no, this is not a wooden ship.
I think the ship could even take what I'm about to use if everything else fails.
If it's Comet Storm, no. Anyway, you want to try and use Hellfire?
Yeah.
Wait, how do you have Hellfire? You're not Fire Soul.
Mom.
Oh. Well, I have Hellfire in there, so if you don't have it in your sheet, then... Did you even prepare it for today?
Oh, I'm gonna use something I did prepare.
Thank you.
And that's another relative psychic glance.
Okay.
Alright, come on. And I'm using my luck die.
So what? You'll have to re-roll? Or sorry, you'll roll a d20 and pick which one?
Wait, no, that's not what I meant. This time I'm rolling silvery barbs, so he rolls lower.
Is it Silvery Barbs or Restore Balance?
Restore balance.
Why do you see Silvery Barbs then?
Because my mind gets tongue twisted and I'm tired.
Okay. So, Intelligence save. He got a 22 with Restore Balance. As you fire the glance at him, and it just bounces off his aura. It deals a little bit of damage to him, but it seems to affect him even less this time. As he will take 19 damage. Anything else, Cathanglass?
He will try another slash.
Alright. That misses by a mile. As he just bounces off his aura. He doesn't even bother to block with his shield this time.
Did Cathanglass use Silvery Barb last time?
So last time he used Silvery Barbs, but that was because he didn't mean to. He meant to do Restore Balance.
Okay. Yeah, I was asking because I think Silvery Barb gives advantage on something.
Oh wait, I also have to roll a d6.
It gives advantage on an attack roll, yes. However, last time, did he remember to do that? Oh wait, yeah, in this case, it's... Actually, did you remember that you have advantage?
Oh, I do.
Yeah, in this case... What was the d6 for?
Bringing back my breath weapon.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, you were going to not hit, but your silvery barbs or some fluke of luck managed to penetrate into the actual armor and into the aura itself and actually strike him directly.
And he uses a divine smite for it.
Roll divine smite. Oh, so this music's awesome for this.
Oh, right. I forgot to start the music on my end. Whoops.
Yeah. Alright, so he will take 17 slashing, which is divided in two because he's resistant, and it's reduced by 3.
So 5?
Yeah. So 5 slashing, and then 3 radiance. As he'll take 8 more damage.
Cathanglass just said to good. I want you to show me all so I could prove that I could finally use all on someone.
Is that the end of your turn?
And now we take the damage and we roll. Okay.
Yep. And now he just looks at you and says, "Face the wrath of Baron." As he will do Sanctified multi-attack with all of his buffs now. So he has Sacred Weapon. Let me make sure there's not anything I'm missing here before I do this. Also, once on each of his turns, when he makes a weapon attack and misses, he can cause the attack to hit instead.
So it's the opposite. So it's the opposite of legendary resistance for an attack roll. Got it. So it's...
Yeah, he can do that once per turn. In addition, for the duration. Oh, by the way, you guys, Harold, Clockwork, you got your turns. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So
If
take
you're
the
already
10
started, I'll
radiant.
ask later.
Clark, ahead.
Does damage reduction and stuff apply to the 10 radiant? I'm assuming yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So take that and give me con saves for the blindness. Okay, so you're blind until the end of your next turn, Clockwork, unless you're immune.
What was the DC?
The DC was, I believe, 18. If I remember correctly. It's not super high because I believe it's like 8 plus proficiency plus his charisma modifier.
Okay. I actually succeed because now I'm not afraid to say it anymore. Because of the foresight that Lion Train cast on me a while back.
Oh right, you still got that. Right, I forgot. So yeah, no, you succeeded.
In session, in universe, it's been less than 24 hours since he recast it. Because it ran off the final day before the session where the Empyrean showed up.
True. I need to make the saving throw for... I'm not even going to bother making the saving throw for Harold because it doesn't matter. He has enough movement speed to be able to get across the cannon, and at worst, he's just going to face plant, which is just going to be funny.
Yeah. Oh.
And do you back away?
Yeah, I back away, and in case something similar happens now, I'm going to just cast a wall of force, so there's less stuff that goes through.
All right, where are you going to put the wall of force?
I am going to put it.
Go ahead. You can go ahead and draw it as a blue line on the map if you want to.
Blue. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. While that's happening, I am going to actually start doing my attacks. By the way, if you're wondering what's giving him advantage from the saving throw, he has advantage on all saving throws thanks to the fact... all saving throws against magical spells and effects, thanks to the fact he has the Holy Avenger sword.
Let's get Cathanglass because of the backside.
Ah, good choice for the wall.
It's a
I need to move
blue.
it a tiny. Oh, not Harold and Gerald. Oops.
Yeah.
I was trying to just select the wall, but since okay, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. So, he will attack you with sacred weapon. He will attack you with steel, which has sacred weapon. So he also gets a bonus to his attack roll, which is already going to be factored in, equal to his charisma mod. So these are plus 17s to hit.
I have advantage on this attack.
This is my attack, not your attack. What does advantage matter?
Let me throw against magical effects.
This is not a magical effect. This is a melee attack.
That still misses.
Hold on. However, so he. What's your AC? Okay.
29 and then 34 because of blade singing.
He will choose to have that attack hit instead. And he will use a Divine Smite. Well, does a Divine Smite matter when you're immune to Radiant? I don't think it does.
I was about to say.
He'll use one anyway, but there's no point in it. So,
Okay,
9
this is-
slashing, 14 Radiant. He also uses a Divine Smite, which, granted, you're immune to Radiant, your armor isn't, now that I think about it.
Immunity and resistance to magical attacks.
Your armor or you?
Myself, but not my armor.
Okay,
so I have
so
to put that down.
Divine Smite does matter for your armor, so I'm going to roll Divine Smite. I just realized I don't have the version of Divine Smite that doesn't account for being a fiend. For some reason, I just have the one for fiends. Divine Smite.
Took me 2 on 2 rest. Wait, what armor?
Aren't you wearing armor?
Besides the Plague Doctor's outfit.
Oh, right, but you would be tearing up your Plague Doctor's outfit.
No, I spent long on this.
So, at this point, I think your Plague Doctor's outfit is pretty torn up because, how much HP does it have? Like 12?
12.
How much?
12.
So yeah, your Plague Doctor's outfit got torn in half at this point, and is slowly being burned away in the radiant light.
Cathanglass actually looks mad for once.
Yeah. As he Divine Smites you, and it just burns away your Plague Doctor's outfit at this point. And he keeps hitting you. And I will note, not just your Plague Doctor's outfit, a lot of your gear is actually being hit by this. He'll hit you a second time. 29.
Yes.
You'll use a reaction to add plus 10. So 39.
That hits.
Alright, I'll roll damage again. And another Divine Smite. Oh, right, I never rolled for the previous Divine Smite. The Divine Smite was 5d8, so you also took this much, and then it'll take this much. And I could make you potentially have to also be blinded, but you're immune to blind, so I'm not bothering with that. And then he'll make a third attack, because he has Sanctified Multi-Attack.
Yes.
That misses. And then, oh hey, he will bonus action, make a fourth attack using a Channel Divinity. Does a 29 hit?
Yes, it's 34.
Alright. So, that one misses. As you're mumbling enough, he says, "You wanted my full power!" And he will end his turn.
He just screams, "I said enough!" As he just launches a delayed blast fireball.
What's that going to do? Because you just need to... Are you just going to sit here and prepare it? Okay, so you do delayed blast fireball. How... Are you actually launching it, or are you holding on to it?
I'm launching it.
Okay. Did you have this prepared beforehand at all, or no?
Yes.
Ow. When did you do that?
No, I didn't prepare it beforehand.
So basically, you're just doing a 9th level fireball, is what you're doing.
Yes.
Okay. So you see, all of you see Cathanglass hold his hands above his head and basically do a spirit bomb style fireball and slam it into Strongheart. Slam into this golden avatar above him. As it's a dex save. He will make a saving.
Can I change it to because I change the fireball into psychic damage.
Okay. So the fire is blue. It's a blue Aetherium fire.
Now it actually looks like a spirit bomb.
Yeah, and he gets a nat 1 this time. So he tries to put his shield in the way, but the psychic energy from the fire just washes over the shield and affects him.
You just hear Cathanglass scream at the top of his lungs, "I said enough!"
As it rings like static in his head, and he takes a good amount of damage. He will take 41 plus 6, that is 47 psychic damage, which he has no resistance to. That's down to that amount. Thank you for letting me know, Clockwork.
Yeah, I was figuring you were wondering why there's some rectangles now.
Oh, I hadn't noticed. I'm dealing with Cathanglass' nonsense.
Yeah, you were probably wondering why you were...
I was wondering why you specified that, and then I looked down inside.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you guys reacting to seeing this, by the way?
Okay, the big fireball one, I'm a bit surprised because I never saw this spell. A spell like this.
Bonus action, Kinemune!
You mean as your extra haste action?
That's my extra haste action, I mean...
Okay, that's a miss, as you slash in with your sword after the fireball, but he blocks with his shield, and he looks a little angry.
Dang, this will strike again.
You don't have the ability to do so. You only get one attack if it's the haste action. Unless you have some bonus action ability to let you do a weapon attack like he did. Because he used a channel divinity to do it.
I'm trying to remember where, but I think I do.
If you're wondering what his channel divinity ability is that lets him do that, by the way, that is... here we go. War Priest. He used War Priest. Which is a cleric ability. Because, fun fact, this guy is also a cleric. He is actually level 20 cleric, level 20 paladin. Which is a little bit of a retcon. Because before he was only a paladin. But later on we realized he should probably also be a cleric. And it would narratively make more sense.
Yeah, I helped with that.
Yeah, and he's supposed to be like this greatest servant of Beradros or something like that.
Yeah, second only to the luminescent leader himself. And there's also some more lore about that, but I won't spoil that.
Okay.
Also, yeah, you saw that when he did that extra fourth attack, bolts of divine light pierced from the sky into Strongheart as he made that attack. And then Cathanglass did this, and he just blocked it with a shield. Is that the end of your turn? Cathanglass?
So he just said, "Come on, let's try this, Beradros."
Okay.
Strongheart looks at you and says in a voice that is more deep and booming than before. He says, "You wanted my full power." You wanted my full power, so you will have it. As he, once again, he realizes at this point that you are immune to radiant damage, so he switches things up a little bit. He has more than just radiant damage.
Good.
As, let me look through his spell list. Let me look through the spell list you gave her, too.
Hey.
Oh! Wait, no. You won't... He could do that. He will use his action to cast Circle of Power on himself. So, he and all friendly creatures within 30 feet of him, which is everyone except Cathanglass, will be... So, you see divine energy spread around him in a 30-foot circle. Everyone in there has advantage on saving throws against magical effects and spells, and if they would take half damage on the save, they instead take no damage on the save. It is a 5th level spell he is casting. Here it is. He will do that as an action. And then as a bonus action, wait, no, he can't do his spell as a bonus action. Right, he doesn't have that ability.
Do clerics have... Nah, I don't think... Nah, it's the opposite. Never mind.
He looks down at you and says, "Did you want my full power or not?"
Cathanglass is just still smirking.
As he ends his turn. Actually, does he end his turn? Hold on. Is there anything I can actually do? Yeah, he will do Turn the Tide. So, oh wait, no, that's not how that works. It's not Turn the Tide. What ability am I thinking of? The one that lets him give temporary hit points. Oh, that's a reaction. Okay, never mind. Not Turn the Tide. Oh! He will bonus action Healing Word on himself then. So roll Healing Word. I think he has Healing Word. Should have Healing Word.
Didn't one of the many effects of his aura also give him like a 1 HP regen per turn or something?
That's the case. Thanks for reminding me of that. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I was just checking my character sheet, and in my bios I had like 6 effects from Strongheart's auras that I had written when we were fighting Jados' airship.
You are correct. That is actually something he has. Oh, wait. He doesn't need to do Healing Word, because he has the Aura of Life thing. Lets him do a bonus action to give himself 2d6 hit points.
Oh, Aura Vitality, like on my shield.
Yeah, he has Aura of Vitality. In addition to that, he can also use his ability to do Supreme Healing, which says when you would normally roll 1 or more dice to restore hit points with a spell or magical effect, you can instead use the highest number possible for each die. And he has Blessed Healer, which says when he casts this is one that's only for casting a spell of 4th level higher, which I guess technically this doesn't count as a spell, but actually, it was a spell that he cast previously. Would Blessed Healer apply? It says when he casts a 1st level or higher spell to heal hit points. Does that work with Aura of Vitality?
I mean, it is a spell that can heal hit point.
But it says when you cast, implying it had to be when he cast it, not when he's using it later.
Okay, yeah. I guess, unless you want to say that it modifies the spell description, I guess.
I think it would.
I don't know the exact effect, so I'm trying to stay generic.
It's these two, Disciple of Life and Blessed Healer. Here's the exact wording on it. And then here is Supreme Healing.
To a creature other than you. Oh, that one is general. So he'd regain 15? No, he'd regain 17 because the Vitality is 3rd level.
Yeah, he would regain 17 hit points if both Disciple of Life and Supreme Healing apply. If not, it would just be 12. I think it would apply, but this is some weird, tricky wording here.
Yeah, I mean,
what do you think? What do you guys think is more fair? Do you think it should be specifically when you cast the spell, or is it because it's a spell that's healing you, it would count?
When you cast the spell.
Okay, so it would not count in this case. Do you agree with that conclusion, Fluxer?
Yeah, it doesn't change the spell effect. It's another effect that is causing me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, there we go. He only healed 12. Fair enough. I was just trying to find the thing to do with his bonus action anyway. Alright. Cathanglass, you're up.
Just see Cathanglass though, it's just fine. You got me. Let me show you what happens when I go all out. And something like me can go all out. Tells everyone to move. Specifically.
You're all in Waltz of Force.
Well, not entirely. We're protected from this direction and from above, except for Dread.
And from behind, because you put walls behind you too.
Nah, I didn't
watches
know.
out.
No, it's not from. It's not behind because I didn't know how to make an incomplete square.
Ah, fair enough. It would be 3 separate lines.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, what are you doing, Cathanglass?
He's gonna cast Glacier.
You can't cast this on the ship because the only way it would be able to hit Strongheart is if it penetrated through the center of the ship.
Oh.
Unless you want to just destroy the entire ship in the process, or try.
Fine, then he does another 9th level fireball.
Okay, at least that's less destructive.
Making it psychic again.
I like to imagine you're about to do Glacier, and then Finreal just says from the Beyond, "Don't be an idiot." Or Sylvester does. Sylvester says from Beyond, "Don't be an idiot."
Don't wreck my ship.
Yeah, stop blowing holes in my ship. Another high-level fireball. Another deck save from Strongheart. And another instance of taking no damage from that. So, he put his shield in front and took no damage from this giant blue spiritual fireball. This time he was ready for it.
Am I really that stupid?
What?
Look, I had Quicken Spell from Metamagic Adept.
Oh, you have Metamagic? I forgot you had Metamagic. How many sorcery points do you have?
2.
Okay.
Didn't you already burn both on Restore Balance? Oh no, it's a different thing. Never mind. I'm dumb.
Restore Balance in this case is from Cleric.
Wow.
Because he got it from Boundary Domain Cleric.
You just see Cathanglass follow up with another fireball. It's turned into psychic.
as a bonus action.
Well, at least the fact that it's turning into psychic means the ship can take damage.
True. You will make another dex save. With advantage. And he will pass.
Silver
Yes.
barbs.
Alright. He will do another dex save. With advantage. And he will pass better this
Yep.
time. As he will not be hit by this thing again. He's like, come on, try something new.
I slash him now.
You already used your action, the bonus action. Oh, actually, wait, you do have your hasted action. That reminds me. Concentration checks have to have been a thing.
Yep.
Since I didn't do Spirit Guardians last time, I'll go ahead and say his Spirit Guardians thing fell at this point. Because I forgot to do it last time, so I'll just say he dropped concentration on that. Cathanglass, though, aren't you concentrating on haste? Or is that not a thing?
No. No. It's permanently on me.
It's from what?
Permanently on me. Nether Scrolls.
That. Oh, right. You're doing that nonsense. I forgot about that.
Give a movement, unseen servant, pass without trace, and 6 senses on me at all times.
Okay. Because of the whole living ward bullshit. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Power of the Kanamune!
Katamune. 23. That's a miss. As he puts his shield in the way of the attack, blocking it. And you're getting annoyed at this shield at this point.
Am I actually damaging it at all?
With this, yes, but only by a small amount.
I also eat 6.
For reference, it's lost about 15-ish durability, and it's lost 2 master crafting points. What's the
It's
extra
just-
D6 for? Oh, right, you give me back your breath weapon. And,
And you remember
sorry, go ahead.
to keep track of everything.
Yep. And as you swing into him with the shield, you hear a distant voice that you don't recognize at first, saying, "Can we stop this fighting?" But you don't know where it's from, and it's not one you recognize. Will that be the end of your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Strongheart will look at you and then say, "I must prove his worth first." And he
God
will...
damn it, they're both thinking the same thing!
They're both hearing the same thing, yeah.
No, they're both thinking the same thing of, I must prove my worth!
Yeah. I must prove, you must prove your worth. You must prove your worth to him, too. Is there anything else he wants to do with his stuff? Yeah. Okay. What he will do... Okay, so he will do his first. He will do Sanctified multi-attack. However, he will replace his first attack with Earth Shatter. So he takes the attack action and slams his sword into the deck of the ship in front of Cathanglass, unleashing a shockwave in a 30-foot cone in front of him, which ripples against your wall of force. As each creature in that area must make a strength saving throw against his spell save DC, and on a failure, they are knocked prone.
That I'm immune? No.
You're not immune to prone. So give me a strength save.
I have advantage because 6th sense. Oh no, that's just for Dex.
Yeah, this is strength. 8 plus 12 plus 5. This would be 25. DC 25. So you fail. So you are knocked prone. And then, as you fall on your back, he then capitalizes on this and starts taking some attack rolls against you with advantage. He does a
No.
does a 29 hit.
No.
Okay, he will choose to make it hit anyway. As this will do 9 slashing and 14 radiant.
So 4 damage.
And a lot of damage against your gear, what's left of it, as more and more of your items that you have on you are being destroyed. Which, by the way, his items are taking damage too, but he isn't wearing much besides his armor, his shield, and his sword. All he had was that one potion on him, and that's about it for magic items. Other than that, he's very simple and not carrying anything he doesn't want broken into battle.
Which is something I feel we should try and take note for the tournament, because while we can revivify people, I'm not sure the arenas will allow people to... We'll revivify the broken items.
Right. Cathanglass, how much of your gear is broken at this point? Let me go ahead and look at your character sheet and see what might be broken.
There wasn't a lot of AoE attacks, so it depends how the radiant damage works with things like a backpack that is probably not the target of Strongheart's attacks.
The radiant damage is shining off of his blade, so it radiates from where his blade strikes the body.
Okay.
So, basically, if it's on the front of Cathanglass, it's fair game to be hit by the radiant. Unless his body's specifically blocking it for some reason. So,
He is blocking the one thing on his waist, and that's it.
yeah. So, how much of your stuff is being broken here? Because you have, like, a lot of stuff in your pockets. Like, the Witherbloom Primer, the Plague Doctor stuff, the Zokar's Employee Badge, the Map of Guardiana, your marble figurines, your Healer's Kit, your Holy Water. So, go ahead.
I doubt the primer would be destroyed. It's a magic item.
Well, yeah, but it is potentially taking damage if it's on his front. As his armor is destroyed at this point. Oh, sorry, his clothing is destroyed at this point. The Auric mask is also taking damage, but it's more durable, so it's weathering this okay. Cathanglass, you need to start be thinking about that.
I know.
Hey,
Huh.
26. Alright, so your armor takes 13 more slash. Sorry, your stuff takes 13 more radiant, and then he will. Sorry, no. Ignore that last one. I forgot he replaced one with Earth Shatter. He will then bonus action to grab his chest and do Harness Divine Energy to refill some of his spell slots. And that will be the end of his turn. Cathanglass, you're up.
Just there's one thing I forgot. The Luck Stone is helping me. English just I need to prove myself.
And you hear that voice again say, "Can we please just stop?"
Never! Not so I can prove that I actually am strong enough. he actually does Ice Ball at 9th level.
So all of you see him hold his hands above his head again, but this time he's forming a giant, what looks like basically a glacier that he is then throwing at Strongheart. Clocksworth, there goes your thing of at least the ship won't take damage.
Well, Cathanglass is basically trying to see if he has any. It's trying to figure out his resistances and vulnerabilities, if any, by just changing the attribute every turn.
Right, 24, that succeeds. As his shield blocks all of the damage, it bounces off, and it lands on some of the cannons nearby. Though it's mostly, it's in a couple of chunks at this point. He says, "Is that all you have?"
That's not all. He does another. He actually does another relevant second glance at 9th level.
Okay. Wisdom save. This one passes, and thanks to the magic circle, he now takes no damage from it as it is scattered into the divine circle around him. He goes, "I'm." He doesn't say anything else, actually.
Just says I'm.
No, he was going to say
It sounds
something,
like-
but he's not going to say anything else.
It sounds like the seagulls from Finding Nemo. Mine? Mine? Mine?
He tries to slam into him.
And it is blocked effortlessly from the shield and the aura, as you cannot get any purchase on him, it seems, even with advantage. It seems like this guy really just won't go down. Do you end your turn?
Yes.
Alright. Here we go. He looks down at you and says, "You are strong and resilient, but I will smite you." As he points his blade at your chest and uses it as a casting focus to cast a spell emitting black lightning. As he casts the 6th level spell, Harm, on you.
I'm resistant to necrotic.
But you're not immune. Now, I don't have this in his stat sheet yet, so let me go ahead and drag this into his stat sheet. I'm changing one of your choices for his spells. The Harm. He needs Harm, because he needs non-radiant damage source.
Let's go again.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to make it all radiant.
I know, but you did. Okay. And he will actually do something, yeah. So, show spell description. He unleashes a virulent disease on a creature he can see within range. The target must make a con saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 14d6 necrotic damage. Half of this is a success. The damage can't reduce the target's hit point below 1. If the target fails its saving throw, its hit point maximum is reduced for 1 hour by an amount equal to the necrotic damage it took.
Oh.
Any effect that removes a disease allows a creature's hit point maximum to return before that time passes.
Cathanglass actually uses his legendary resistance.
Okay, but you still take half as much on a success. So you will take half of 48.
Doesn't the legendary resistance only applies when you fail the save?
Yeah, you haven't even tried to make the save. Also, when did you get a legendary resistance?
Remember, we talked about the thing as we were emptying out Cathanglass' thing. He gets one use of it.
Oh yeah, because of... So, fun fact, he ate a loot box food item that gave him a legendary resistance. He only has one. He doesn't have one per day. He just has one.
Oh, it doesn't refresh.
Yeah, because he got it as like a one-time thing. It's similar to the White Dragon breath cone that Kevin technically has.
Ozzy!
Ozzy, no, get back here. Alright, so...
Oh wait, I forgot to do one last thing during my turn. I forgot to roll the d6.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that now. Okay.
Yes, it's back.
Your breath would have come back, yes. So, Con, you failed, but you use a legendary, so you passed. So, you will take half of 48. So you take 24, and then reduce that by half again thanks to your thing. So you'll take 12. Because aren't you resistant to necrotic?
Yes.
Yeah. However, you feel sick to your stomach, as it also reduces your maximum HP by 12.
Does that count as a disease?
Not for purposes of things that make you immune to diseases.
God damn it.
Nice
If the
try.
target fails the saving throw, it's 6 points maximum for 1 hour.
Oh, that's only when it fails?
Yeah.
Oh! I didn't realize that. Never mind. Bring your HP max back up. There you go. That's... Wait, you had 92, I thought. Yeah, you had 92, not 94. You're not getting more HP out of this. That's right. And he looks at you and smirks a little bit. And then says, "Fine. I will give you one more round. And then your true test will happen." And he ends his turn without doing anything else. As he's just standing there.
I refuse to give up.
Okay.
As now he does... Actually, it would work. Another magnified gravity.
Okay. You will make another con save. He has advantage. Do you want to restore? Do you still have
Restore
use of
balance for the
restore
last
balance?
time.
So I go ahead.
Restore balance for the last time.
Yeah, so you used your last restore balance as he was about to save, but then he's pinned, and you see him having a hard time moving as it seems to finally get purchased, as he takes quite a bit of damage. He'll take 58. Because, fun fact, Surtur, he doesn't have that many resistances or immunities.
He just has lots of healings.
Yeah, he has lots of healings. The only resistance to immunities he has, by the way, is he has resistance to non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. That's it.
Oh. Wow, that's a lot of 8s.
Yeah.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Half of
I'm
the
not
dice
done
rolls were
6
8s.
and 7 when you count the 16.
But I'm not
No,
done yet!
I counted the
Oh.
16.
5.
I finally use my last meta magic point.
On what? Oh, quick and spell. You have your breath weapon though, don't you?
Oh, I can use that as a reaction.
You can't use a breath weapon as a reaction.
I'm not done yet. It's
So-
time for the unleashed astral power!
Alright. Let me reduce his HP first. So that's 4258. So that's 15. Okay, and that would mean now it's now down to 285. Okay. Sorry, I was trying to figure out how much HP I had to do some math in my head. Another deck save. As you pour forth more astral breath. And he will make a deck save, putting his shield between him and the breath. With advantage, he makes it, and you already used your reaction.
Barbs.
You already used your reaction on counter against magnified gravity, remember?
Yeah.
So he's able to block the entire thing as the divine energy contains it. And you can see he is smiling underneath this. You don't roll that until the start of your turn.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine.
Did he lose concentration on Circle of Power?
I'll check. How much damage did he take there? Hold on. That is a lot of damage, because it's DC equal to half the damage you took, or 10, whichever is higher.
Oh.
That's 58 divided by 2. It's 29. He has to do a DC 29 con save. He does not make it as Circle of Power drops. And you see the golden energy begin to crack and shatter under the gravity around him.
Just Strongheart would just see Cathanglass' eyes just glowing astro blue intensely.
Yeah. Of course, he still has golden energy around him. He just doesn't have as much anymore, because a chunk of it cracked and shattered away. Alright, is that the end of your turn? Strongheart, on his turn, will, without backing away, will first tap his chest and use Sanctified Lay on Hands on himself. Which, let me pull it up here. Sanctified Lay on Hands. He has a pool of 200 healing that he can pull from for Sanctified Lay on Hands. And so he'll refill his HP back to full by using 115 of that.
Mm-hmm. And he used like 30 on Cathanglass before, so he's starting to run low.
No, because he actually used a different ability before. He used...
Oh, I thought...
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. Before, what he did was he used... where is it? Hands of the King. Because he has the boon Hands of the King.
Ah, okay.
So he has just 60 HP healing that he can just spam. Yeah, that's what he used before. But in this case, it was a little more than 60, so he actually used proper Lay on Hands. However, it's his bonus action that's interesting, as after this, he clutches his chest and he begins to murmur a prayer. As he says, "O Baradros, hear my cry. I beseech thee. Thou enemy is strong, and I need thy help. Come, Baradros, give me your power. Smite thy enemy to prove their worth." As he does the bonus action. Where is it? What's it called? This is a bonus action, right? Oh! I'm sorry. I thought this was a bonus action. This is an action. So he actually did this as an action. Ignore the Lay on Hands before.
So he doesn't heal?
No, but he did Divine Intervention.
Oh, okay.
God.
At 20th level, your call for intervention succeeds automatically. No roll required.
As Baradros intervenes, and you all see the sky, the clouds part, the sun is shining brightly, as the sky seemingly opens up, and the sun begins to get bigger in the sky and glow brighter, as it begins to form a head of a bearded man with a laurel around his head. And the head begins to open up as golden light shoots out of it. That is not... It's golden, but it also has a fiery aura that basically blasts down at Cathanglass like a death laser.
What damage type?
Cathanglass, give me a DC 30 dex save.
Please just somehow be able to make this.
Ozzy!
Wait, no, I can't make this.
Roll it anyway. Nine. You are
20.
20. Yes, you have advantage. Cathanglass, you're actually a little flat-footed. Like, you're a little surprised at this, as you are blasted with searing hot radiance. You can handle the radiance, but the fire is not what you expected. As it's basically scorching a hole in the ship. And where Cathanglass is, it's just scorching a large thing, and I will roll something privately.
Oh, well, that's rare.
I believe it's GR? Yeah, GR. Well, in this case, it'd be that. I'm ignoring the radiant part of this damage.
I like how I actually put, I am resistance to fire!
I evidently did something wrong. Is it not GR? Hold on, let me look up. How do I do the private roll?
GM?
Something wrong?
No, I was just trying to see if I could see it, because I know when I log in I sometimes see the tip and I'm like, no, there's been too much...
Yeah, that's why I went to look for it too.
I think it's GM roll, but I'm not sure.
What do you mean the Paladin should not be... Oh, right, yeah, I'll lower his HP in a second. Actually, no, because this beam also seems to heal him at the same time as damaging you. Yeah, fudge it. I'll roll this one actually out. Is this actually going to roll, or is it not going to roll? Yeah, it's rolling. You take 445 fire damage.
I'm immune or resistant to fire? Actually, I have to look.
You're resistant. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
If you're immune, then you tank this. But...
Does that say what is giving you immunity to fire?
However, this fire has a catch. It cannot reduce you to less than 1 HP.
Oh god, I'm getting flashbacks to Undertale.
As, yeah, you're blasted by this laser, but the laser is purposefully not to kill. It's to test your resolve. And in this case, you get blasted with so much power that this is the first time you felt the full wrath of a god hit you.
Cathanglass is still muttering under his breath, I refuse to give up.
And the laser subsides. There is now a scorching hole in the deck, which I will represent as a red circle.
I thought you were about to say in Cathanglass. I'm like, oh no!
Rattle, you saw this below deck, by the way, because he blasted into the medical bay.
Oh god.
Please fix the ship after this!
And as this is happening, and here's where it's shot, by the way. As this is happening, you see that the sun begins to not turn back to normal, but it begins, the face begins to go away. It turns back to a sun, but it's still the same size now, and the sky's still clear. As Strongheart says, and I quote, "You have been tested. You have faced the might of my god. What do you have to say for yourself?"
Cathanglass does the Goku thing of just like he slowly stands up and just, I refuse to give up.
But do you understand?
Fully.
What do you understand?
I understand that he is indeed more powerful than I thought, which is a nice refresher.
It's more than that. Do you understand more than just power?
Yes.
Give me a persuasion check. And this will be an important persuasion check. And you will roll insight. Where is...
I want to use my luck die on this.
Yeah, okay. Also, where is his,
roll
Also,
again for-
Oh, yeah, that's luck stuff. Where is... Do I not have insight programmed for him?
God damn it! It just wants me to roll a 23!
I do. Okay, then why didn't I see it here? Oh, that's why. Meanwhile, he rolls a 28 for his insight. He sees right through you and knows what's actually going on. He sees two things. One, that you understand and are trying to help, but that two, your mind is clouded by the lust for power. And he will look to you again, sheath his blade, and say, if you... Again, he's still saying this in a combination of his own and Baradros' voice. If you indeed are a messenger of peace and wish to form your own subsect for peace, then stop this fighting and shake my hand.
Cathanglass puts his blade away and is giant and walks up to him and just shakes his hand.
Yeah, as you're kind of bleeding out at this point. Though you did regain 5 hit points, thanks to your Wither Balloon. Yeah, you get up and shake the hand, and I will transition the music as actually combat's over.
That was actually a fair fight, and I'm surprised by it.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, he isn't... I'm gonna pick new music for us, by the way. This would be a great chance for everyone to take a break. If you want to grab a drink, grab a snack, you can come back. I'm going to talk about stuff a little bit more, though.
Did Cathanglass get power hungry? I don't remember saying that he's power hungry.
We talked in some recent talks about this, and in this fight, you just kept talking about... You talked about multiple times. I will prove I am powerful enough.
I said I will prove my faith is powerful.
I don't remember you ever saying faith. You said, I will prove that I'm worth... you said multiple times, I'll prove my worth. I'll prove I'm powerful enough. I will unleash my full might. I will go all out for once. Stuff like that.
That was for his friends. The friends are cut off.
Okay. But I think this is Baradros and Strongheart at this point. Seeing that you have started to lose yourself a little bit, and they're trying to course correct you. They're not saying that you're gone. You're just started to lean a little bit, and you shouldn't be leaning. Do you get what I mean?
Hmm?
So yes, this was their test. Also, yeah, I knew that damage was insane. By the way, it would have also done 10d 100 radiant, but you're immune to that, so I didn't even bother to roll that. The point, by the way, the Death Laser always reduces the target to 1. It's not just because of the fact that you have the Undertale thing going on. That's just an inherent thing.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. So, what did you guys think of the fight so far?
It was interesting.
Yeah, I got to actually unleash the full power of an actual level 40 NPC for once.
And I got to show Cathanglass' true power.
Yeah.
That was, by the way, that was not in character, I just realized. The only time it was in character was just like, I will protect my friends.
Most of what you said I took as in character, so... Anyway, I'm gonna go get some water. I am dehydrated.
Calf, you may.
Oh, sorry.
The back.
Hmm? No! I lost my soup! Wait! That can't be destroyed. Yeah, that's an artifact. Yeah.
Wait, how much? Wait, how much HP does the Auric Mask even have?
Okay. Isn't the Moon Pearl and Elixir supposed to artifacts? I keep the egg, I keep the box. Wait, no, I do not lose the spell shard.
No.
I hope you realize how this is gonna affect Cathanglass. Brick Medallion is not an artifact. The Book of Magic an artifact. Oh, that's an artifact. Oh, wait, no. God damn it. No, he did. Wait, didn't he put the spell shard in the box? Oh, it has only room for one.
So basically, unless they're at this point, I'd even want to say immune to at least one of the damage types, they're probably destroyed, or unless they're an artifact.
No! I lost my Tinker's Tools!
A deck of many things can't be destroyed, right? I think it's a legendary. Is it an artifact?
Is the Book of Magic or legendary? Oh god. He lost the Shield of the Sacred Flame.
The primer? Ooh.
So, is anything happening at
You can get it all back.
is anything happening at the Echo Wing? Medical
That's
Wing.
He's asking if anything had happened in the medical wing. I mean,
God damn it, he had the
I
book that
guess
he went to
there
show
were-
to Harold and Gerald.
I guess there might be a few items that got destroyed through the hole that was burnt up.
Who? Mmm.
What?
And
Hey, the Shield of Sacred Flame is technically a holy artifact. Just because of your wording of how it's a holy artifact.
I'm gonna check out what he wrote.
Give me a moment, I'm deleting things. Also, ah! Just the paintbrush, the Shield of Sacred Flame, because apparently it belonged to someone and can't break.
Yeah. It's twice now that something involving Cathanglass makes me think as a player to change a little bit, to seek to do something a little differently.
No, the Shield of Sacred Flame was still there.
Aiden.
Yes? Oh no. All shall fall in my shadow. Nobody will be in my way.
Because he lost. Yeah, because he lost the spell shard.
Clockwork, can you bring Cathanglass down here?
I'm fine. I
Oh,
don't
it's
need
something-
help.
But there's something you guys gotta see.
Actually, wouldn't have Cathanglass sunk through the medical bay because there's no ground there?
Yeah, you just see Moonstone, the little teardrops coming out of his eyes. Mithril tears.
I'm just gonna pick up Calf and just show him the message.
Also may need a persuasion.
It would be a fair sense he's crying.
He's just not in the...
A disadvantage because he's in too much emotion right now.
I don't know.
Do I roll?
Daz and his responses. I have failed him.
At least you guys don't have to worry about him for now.
Cathanglass just speaks to Strongheart. I don't even know if I won or lost.
It
I've proven my
also,
worth, but I failed my word.
yeah, it's kind of a win-loss because for Dracula. Dracula, I mean.
He still had the chance to change.
Do you want to see the letter he wrote?
Cathanglass at first would actually reject the healing, but just nod. No, I mean a roleplay style. He just like, yeah.
I was asking if Strongheart wants to see the note. Cool left.
Cathanglass just speaks up. One of the items that got broken from me was the last known thing of my mom. But would it ever be the same? I've been blinded. I've been blinded by my own pride again, and this is why I can't let this happen. Her name is Yukari.
Cash and Mike.
Yeah, I can't help it right now. That was just me talking to Rattle. Yeah, I can't help my mic right now. There's just a fan blowing near me. I'm trying to move away from it.
I'm just gonna look down at Dragonheart.
Strongheart. Cathanglass just responds with, well, one of the things she gave me is still here at least. He just opens the pouch and holds an egg. Is she still, I think she's still helping out Ozzy.
Yeah, I saw green thing, so I saw green thing pop up, so I'm not sure.
Oh. I thought she was just taking care of Ozzy because I heard her like say Ozzy no, and then I'm just like, I think she's just dealing with Ozzy's craziness right now.
I don't really know how to react to a second time that the sun changed form. And is it the second time I fired something too?
Edward's still trying. Well, there's an ongoing thing where Edward's trying to teach Jeffrey magic, and Jeffrey doesn't know how to do it. But upon hearing the blast, yeah, upon hearing the blast, though, they would both go down.
I mean,
The thing is just I don't think I need or deserve anything right now.
Yeah, but it's also to keep you stressed.
Cathanglass grumbles. Cathanglass just grumbles, quickly put on the armor. Thank you.
Welcome.
I've lost a lot already. I've lost basically a brother, and I've lost, well, now my mom. Fully.
I'm also gonna give Cap a Dragon Ball.
I thought you just said I thought you just said, I'm gonna give Kath a Dragon Ball. Like, from where?
Bow?
Dragon Bow.
I'm reading Dragon Bow in the chat.
Oh, do I remove them from my sheet?
Yeah, I'm gonna put down the armor.
Ozzy!
He just responds with, I just don't want to lose the one thing I truly care about. My friends. I want to do that, and that's partially why I want to reunite the luminescence with my faith. And yet, I still can't do that simple task. I've just wanted to reunite both fires so that we can fight together. Stop whatever the hell is happening here. I don't even think I passed that. I try so hard to be other people, but I can't be anything but me. Thank you. Cathanglass would bow. Cathanglass would actually bow, revealing the mark that of his family crest on him. I am a sentinel after all.
I did send Cap the thing. I'm also just sending it to you, Bug. If it's the right one. Okay.
Oh, it's this! Cathanglass just is what Cathanglass so smells himself. I am a sentinel after all. We all are. Protecting those we care about is our main duty.
Do you like the gear I gave you?
Thank you so much. Cathanglass just noticed the tears. Sorry for crying. It's just a lot.
They are dragon gear though.
I've not seen anyone use this besides some people. Last person I've seen fully use this was my brother.
And now you have one.
Maybe I am trying too hard to be others. I just want to do the best to protect everyone I can. But I fail.
Yeah, you should try to be yourself instead of trying to be others.
The true self that you see is not really worth viewing. Cathanglass just actually show his head and show the antlers on his head. I am a beast of the Fae, a dragon of the Fae. Everything about me is odd. But I try my best to make everyone happy.
I do like messing you with you though.
Maybe that blast was a way for me to get away from my past. To just shed my skin of everything that was in the past and just accept myself in the future.
Yeah. So, do you need anything else?
I'm not normally one to care about other things. I was kind of raised that way. We do what we do to help everyone around us. Usually in that way, we are usually put last. What matters is the smile on people's faces.
I'm going to give you this stone. I'm giving you the Master Craft cleansing stone.
Mastercraft what stone?
After cleansing stone.
Can you write that out? I'm sorry, I can't understand fully.
Master
cleansing stone.
crafted.
Thank you. Even tried to make the Phantom not just after the guards, but after a brother. And even he got hurt. I don't want to lose anyone else that I care. I will defend until my very last breath to keep you all safe. It's the Arvigale way. At the same time, it's protecting the multiverse. It's not Cathanglass' way.
You could try your own, finding your own path now.
Finding my own path after this long. I'm 1,000 years old. I should have already found it by now. All I know is that when I teach, I make people happy.
I'm still learning of this world. There's still a lot of me I still have to learn from here.
The whole entire world shifted when I lost Raiju, and then recently. But at the same time, I feel something beating in my chest. It's stupid. It's a burning feeling that tells me to keep on going. Everything is gone. It just says, Stay determined and protect those you love.
You're thinking of hope. It's what you're feeling.
I feel hope. I feel a will to protect. I am not just meant for just being this guardian. I'm meant for being a friend. And I'll still rebuild myself up when I fall back down. No matter how much I lose, I'll still bring it back. Nothing will break my core.
I also gotta make the tavern be my lair.
I actually made the church my lair.
Okay?
It is something I did based off instinct. The more I do things on instinct, the more things just tend to work out.
But in this world, it feels like my race is knowledge learning.
It's ironic how you talk about that. In this world, all I know is there's very few of Moonstone Dragons, Astro Dragons in this anywhere.
I'm actually just a purple dragon that's painted black.
And you're good just the way you are. That's mostly why I want to do the Astrofire. I want to teach everyone that deep inside themselves, they could truly have the will to save everyone around them. Everyone's stronger than they believe they are. If they just believe.
Yeah.
This spark becomes hope. This hope becomes life. This life becomes light.
I still don't know where these keys go.
I had the skeleton key, but I had a key that could go anywhere.
I have 2 sets of 10 mystery links and 1 single one.
Remind me once all this shit is done. I could show you to my horde.
Okay.
So, I promise you it's the silence in there. While fair and easy enough for me, it drives Zokurai insane. Don't understand why he couldn't handle it.
So
perfect conditions.
Says you're talking about me?
I still don't know how you couldn't handle my horde. It was perfect. It was comfy.
It's boring. And then
But if you just listen, you can hear the sun.
He left before you even said that. Meanwhile, for those who haven't known, me and Clocksmith have been talking in both 20 chat as Strongheart and Clocksmith.
Yep.
And Cathanglass has just basically been describing how he feels in his heart what he must do.
It's fun. I didn't want to interrupt, and it's been good dialogue going on both ends.
But I can only focus on one at a time, so I'll have to rewatch the stream for that 10-minute conversation.
Yeah, which is totally fine. I'm sure that's the case for everyone watching this too. Also, as I pointed out in stream, I was evidently muted since I came back for the stream itself, so they haven't been able to hear me until now.
Oh, okay.
They heard me before I left for a break, but since I came back from a break, they haven't been able to hear me until I unmuted myself just now.
I'm just gonna pet Cathanglass with Ring of Animal Influence on one of my cars.
A ring of what?
Animal Influence.
Animal influence.
I both find that awkward and odd, and just find it funny.
The dragon with a ring of animal influence.
My goal is... I know what I want to do as well. You see, I am part of the agriculture faction as well. If I unite several of the factions together, maybe there is no need for a war. Maybe we can live together in peace.
It's always gonna be a war. No matter what.
I'd rather the world live in peace than die in pieces.
I know. But there always is gonna be a war no matter what.
I hate the anger that boils within me sometimes too. But I'm learning. If I can just... If I help everyone, but I don't want to be selfish. I need to understand myself. But how do I even do that if I don't know what I am?
We should probably repair this ship before it crashes.
Cathanglass just takes out the paintbrush and makes carpenter's tools. Don't worry, I can help. Everything broken can be fixed. That's what my father always told me. Besides that, I just rely on the healing I was gifted. It's been a while since I've seen the luminescent leader, to be fair. But it's interesting talking face to face with the god for a second. Maybe my brother was right. There was no point in me just stopping him all the way. I now understand. I am blinded by the hope of just being there, of saying, oh, I'll handle this for everyone. My life matters as well.
I know.
Though I'm actually excited for seeing the luminescent leader finally in my church.
Yeah.
Maybe I finally get to use this spell I was looking at for a while. It's called Sanctify Ethereum. It's called Sanctify the Falling Fire, basically.
I'm just gonna use this on Cap right now. Does that help?
It helps more than you know. You are an amazing friend.
You're a silly fox.
What?
I'm just gonna be chuckling.
This crystal is one of the main reasons also why I can't lose hope. It is kind of drawn to the true beliefs of someone. It's guided to their heart. He just puts the Aetheric crystal. And as someone with a lot of pounds of it, it's time to start doing rituals.
Yeah.
I've seen 3 kinds of light so far. one in the void, one in here, and one in the astral realm. I strongly believe they're one and the same. Though as to why they separated, I still need to learn. But a little learning can't hurt anyone. On the bright side, I'm glad I at least copied my mother's spells to my spellbook before I died. Her spell shard died.
Okay.
Though I lost it. But I can always go to get the one I wrote backup spells in my hoard for. I'm always prepared.
As Zuko, I would teleport in and say, besides, you know me, I can recreate most of your items anyway. And hell, you have a paintbrush. Can't you paint your Plague Doctor's outfit back?
I feel weird feeling in me. Maybe I don't need to have it. It's just a memory of the past.
Isn't that outfit emblematic of a pestilence or something? Why do you think the world is diseased? Because that's what that would represent. You think that everyone's diseased.
Well, it all started with even before my great-great-great-grandfather. They wore this as a sort of holy uniform, which I never understood, but I want to keep alive.
So, you kept wearing it for tradition?
Yes.
What the hell? Since when does tradition matter to you?
It always has mattered. My family's
I'll never understand that. And he just
my family's a long line of people that basically try to shoot the world.
Yeah, it's kind of best not to question other people's traditions.
I'm more used to his bullshittery.
Tradition is just peer pressure from people that are dead.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hold it in.
That is so Kurai's honest opinion.
There is one tradition I've been afraid to get into. Cathanglass just looks down. Almost all my families recently, well, this is opposing my previous, great-great-great-grandfather, but there's something that we've all wanted to do, something that's deep inside us.
Oh?
Spirit of a fighter. It's a sort of Nordic culture thing. It's a long story.
Okay.
Basically, we all strive to be fighters. To handle the good fight and to dish out a good fight. In the most respectful way possible.
Dread comes down, and he gives you a hug, Cathanglass.
Cathanglass hugs back. Don't worry.
Dread is also shaking as he seems to have been scared by all this.
Cathanglass just comforts him. Don't worry. I am much stronger than even I know.
Is it the big guy?
It feels weird being called big guy, to be fair.
I meant your buddy.
My what? I thought you said money, to which I was about to smile and get that. To be fair, most of that goes to the Horde. I don't really keep much on me.
I said buddy.
Oh. Yeah, I'm fine. He's fine too.
He told him Cathanglass that I'm acting out of character.
Oh, I know.
If he taller than Cathanglass, acting out of character.
Red? Smaller.
That's the stone person I meant.
Oh, yeah, he's taller.
They're gonna use the enlarge spell on you.
I? Cathanglass just looks confused, but is still smiling.
so you can hug him.
Jesus,
forget
that
that-
covered up my message. I'll post it.
That's
Oh.
why.
Oh, you it was only part of it? Me now my entire chat box is enlarged reduced.
The chat box has enlarged! Well, the spell has been reduced.
I would just let Cap hug the stone person.
Okay, I'll repost what I posted.
Yeah,
There.
sorry about that.
I reposted it. It's fine.
Okay.
Yes, I would just come to like Cathanglass had some buddy of his at the same size.
It feels weird being large, but thank you. Cathanglass to just hug the statue.
This it's the same size as Edward. Got it.
Yeah, Edward doesn't say much.
Well,
Yeah.
duh, he's a statue.
Once that hug, once that hug is done, I'm just gonna return you back to normal size.
I forget that I have enlarged reduced myself, too.
Yeah, I just realized I'm out of the second level spell slot.
Fun fact bug! There was a little thing of Cathanglass does have a spell book with these same spells in his horde.
Good. You kept the backup.
Cathanglass has 3 backups!
Good. You need them now, as you can see.
There's a copy of a copy of a copy, if you know what I mean.
I mean, granted, I think that was the highest amount of damage rolled in a single attack that we've seen so far, and I'm assuming we're not going to reach 1,000 frequently.
No, the only other time. Well, yes, the only other time we saw an attack close to that was when the Jathaman dagger hit Lion Fang.
Yeah, I remember it was like 800 something, which is why I was like,
Yeah.
well, I think we just beated it.
This beat that, so this is over 1,000. Yes. For
Although-
a reference, if this somehow hit, because by the way, this goes through resistances and immunities, like that one. So it didn't matter if you actually. Now that I think about it, yeah, I went through immunity, so your immunity rate didn't matter. But anyway, this would have chopped a third of Celestial's health bar off.
Cathanglass just still looks at himself. I'm still feeling a bit proud. I don't understand.
Yep.
Happy, sad. It's a weird feeling to have at least proved myself a little bit.
Also, by the way, Cathanglass will get a level up after this. 1. He will get one more level from this. We already agreed on this beforehand.
I know, it's just reminding you. I didn't want to say it like
I know.
forcefully.
I'm saying it on stream. So yeah, over the course of these last few sessions, Cathanglass is getting 5 levels because he got 2 from the Hydra fight, 1 from this, and he's going to get 2 from the tournament because everyone else is going to get
2 from the
one.
tournament? I thought he got 1 from the
Sorry,
tournament.
1 from the tournament because everyone's going to get 1 from the tournament. Even the high-level NPCs are going to get 1 from the tournament.
And
Listen,
then,
I'm just being fair.
Yeah.
I'm not getting level up willy-nilly.
and then if anyone is still below 11, they'll get enough to be 11, if I remember correctly.
I just need
That-
to level.
That's actually been retconned. That's no longer the case.
Ah, okay.
I just need to level 2 to get to 11.
Yeah.
It would be unfair because not everyone's level 11.
The only
Some people
person
would
that
not.
would benefit is like Rattle minorly and Cathanglass in a major way.
Yeah. And I agree that I'm going to.
I would.
so-
I'm 9.
You're level 9?
Yeah.
You should be higher. I'll go ahead. I didn't realize you were only level 9. I'll go ahead and say you're level 10 at this point from this fight.
Yeah. He
For
could've-
2 reasons.
he
One
should've-
of those arc clocks.
Yeah, he should have been level 10 already.
You should have been
Why?
level 10 already, yes. But also, I'll go ahead and say you got level 10 from this fight. You want to know why? Actually, no, sorry. I'll say you got level 11 from this fight, Clockwork. Do you know why?
No.
One, you learned a lot from this fight, and this shook up a lot of what you thought you believed, if I remember correctly. And also gave you another realization moment, similar to the Lion Fang one.
Hey,
yeah.
Cathanglass is now level 8.
And 2, you should have already been level 10 by this point.
I'm not sure where I forgot a level up.
When you weren't here?
What was it? I
It
don't
was
think
during
I
a
missed-
fight that you weren't here for.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Remember there was that session that you missed, like, half of it?
Also, yay, I'm currently
No.
level 8.
Rather,
Well.
what fight are you referring to? What one are you remembering? Because I don't fully remember either.
I don't know.
I don't
I
know
thought
either. At some
the only one I
point,
could
you should have
think
been
is the
level 10
airship.
at this point, because the average level of the party is 10.
Oh, okay.
Cathanglass is the outlier, as he is now level 8.
I was
And
like,
I-
okay, maybe I forgot one from the airship battle with Jatos' stuff, but I was like, yeah.
And I'm only level 9.
You're what? Wait, why aren't you said that he's supposed to be level 10? Why did you say that?
I'm level 9. He's supposed to be level 10.
Why?
But they are one level higher than me.
Oh, that's why. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. Whatever. Either way, you're level 10 now, Clockwork.
Okay.
You were supposed to have had that happen. Anyway, I am still waiting for your reply to Strongheart.
Hmm.
Yeah, since I joined late, I am a level behind you guys.
Rattle was low level when he joined the party. Remember that.
Yeah.
How fair.
He's
That
been
was
using
only
catch-up
level 8
mechanics to catch up, but
Yeah.
Cathanglass is using catch-up mechanics, but he's now level 8, which is fair.
and you'll be level 9 into the tournament. While everyone else will be level 11 or 10 or whatever, or 21 for the case of the NPC. Sorry. The Paladin will be level 41 after the tournament.
I'm curious what class he'll pick.
Fighter.
Makes sense.
Yeah, because he really wants to get Action Surge.
Of course.
Because Action Surge would have been useful to unleash more of his multi. Since the conversation... Sorry, what were you saying, brother?
I'm kind of worried following the pirate captain.
Oh, the Pirate Captain, he missed most of this because he was drunk below deck and just out cold.
Yeah, he showed up when Lion Fang was still here, and he just said nope, and then went back in his drunken state to his chamber, and
Yeah. So as far as he knows, the laser happened as a result of Lion Fang, and he's still doping out of that shit.
What level is him? What level is he?
Kai, I believe, is level 40. Same as the Paladin.
40.
Most high-level NPCs are... most important high-level NPCs in my campaign are 40. Like the NPC leaders are all level 40, Kai is level 40, Paladin's level 40, etc., etc.
Level 40 is gonna face a level 9.
Yeah, but we saw a level 40 fight a level 7, and it went it went particularly well for Cathanglass, but I think Cathanglass is also kind of dumb in some ways. Because remember, you're not just level 9, you're level 9 with some epic boons. I'm pretty sure, Rob. Because don't you have
And,
a...
I only have the Fate Bone.
And you did mention at some point that Cathanglass is the reason why you introduced some restrictions in Finriel's workshop.
Yes. Because he was abusing training.
He was basically pulling a hyperbolic time chamber fully.
Yeah. No worries. So in case you guys would you guys like me to point out what the talk between Clocksworth and the Paladin has been, or have actually go ahead and go read up in the chat if you want to of the clock between Clocksworth and Strongheart. What you've been doing.
Clock?
The chat. The talk. I was trying to say chat and talk at the same time, and it came out as clock. Which makes sense, because it's Clocksworth. So, Clocksworth, he's currently offering you his hand. Do you accept it? Or do you say anything?
No, I don't.
This music in the background's been nice as well to help with this.
Oh, mine stopped a while back.
I set mine on loop. So that way it'll just loop. And yeah, if you right click on the window, if you right click on the YouTube video, one of the options is loop, and it'll just go back to the beginning when it ends.
So, is anything else gonna happen?
Well, I'm waiting to see Clocksworth's answer first before I say if anything else is gonna happen.
Okay.
There's one last thing Cathanglass would stay Strongheart, but that would be after the Clocksworth thing.
Yes. Nice. As you shake his hand, Clocksworth, you feel a tranquility inside of you. You actually feel a little happier.
Mm-hmm.
As you smile, sorry, go ahead.
Okay.
And you actually feel yourself wanting to smile. Do you end up smiling?
Yeah.
Okay. As you notice that the clouds, while they had returned a little bit, there is a hole in one of the clouds that does have a peeking out spotlight of sun that is now shining onto you. As Clocksworth begins to glow a little bit with a golden radiance. Clocksworth has gained 1 level in Cleric on top of being level 10. So he's now a level 11 because he's gained a level in Cleric because Baradros has given him a level in Cleric. So Clocksworth, you are now officially a Cleric of Baradros. I will let you pick the domain from 3.
Of me?
No,
Because I am Bellatrix.
you are not not Belladros, Baradros.
Yeah,
sun
the
god.
Dragon Lady.
I'm not talking about the Dragon Lady. I'm talking about the Sun God, the guy. The giant golden crown dude. Belladros and Baradros are very similar names, but no. They're different people. By the way, what were you saying, sir?
I was about to say, let me time to open my notes so I can write it, but with a little misunderstanding there, I had the time to open it.
Okay. Alright, and I'm trying to remember. Hey, Cathanglass, do you remember what all the cleric subclasses are for Strongheart? I forget offhand. Because I know he's every domain for Baradros.
Light, life, and was it? No, that's
Light, life, war, and something else.
peace.
No. He's not peace.
Oh, the 2 Amonkhet ones, the 2 Amentek ones.
Not the 2 Oncomming ones, only one of those. I think it was Zeal.
Zeal.
Okay, so I will send you links to the Wikidoc for each of these things. Sure?
Okay.
And I was about to say nature, but I think you kept on saying, no, it wouldn't be nature.
No, it's not nature. I don't care if the sun is part of nature. That does not count in D&D. Nature specifically means like plants and animals, which the sun does not count as.
So light, life, war, and what?
And
Zeal.
Which is one from
Zeal.
Oncomming. I will send you links to all of
Okay.
this.
Zeal. Save change it.
You
Probably, given the very big weekend of activities I mentioned before in general chat a few days ago, I'm not going to be looking at those until Monday, probably.
That's fine. You have until the tournament, basically, to pick. You get one of these domains. You could potentially train in the other domains while still worshipping Veradros, but you get one for free, and it's your choice which one. So mull them over time and see which one you want to do. I know that's something you enjoy doing anyway.
Cathanglass would go up to the Paladin, actually having a little bit of a smile.
The Paladin would smile, turn around, and say, "How are you feeling, Cathanglass?"
I've worked through some of myself, and I've figured out something about myself.
Really? What did you figure out?
I'm not happy when I'm just trying to protect everyone. I want to protect those closest. I will be their sentinel.
You remind me of a younger version of myself.
That's why I will continue the tradition of my family of fighting for honor. Thank you for telling me.
Sorry, go ahead.
Thank you for teaching me something more about myself. He just shake his hand. I'd gladly welcome you to the fire anytime with your own Ethereum crystal.
I'm happy to teach you. I am a follower of Veradros to the end. Would it conflict with my current faith? And actually, I will have to wait until at least tomorrow, because I need to convene with my god if I would be allowed to do such a thing.
Cathanglass should just shake his head. Well, just note that you're welcome in my church at any time. All of the luminescences.
I will consider it. Though first, I was talking to your friend here, Clocksworth, I believe was his name? About
Yes, Clocksworth.
Yes.
He is known by many other names, but Clocksworth is the name he wishes to go by.
Yes.
What?
Veradros tells me that's the name you gave him.
Well, it just seemed fitting, to be fair.
Would you like...
Names...
Sorry, go ahead.
Names just sort of come up, and for some reason they just seem to affect things.
Yes. Your friend here, however, has actually joined the Luminescence, believe it or not.
Oh, so he did what I did.
No, what you did was have your own faith. He is joining the Divine Light. I was just telling him about that, actually. Would you like to hear from my perspective about my order?
Gladly. And by the way, you could teach me anything you have at any time.
Sure.
I'm a willing student. Cathanglass should just bow respectfully.
And he would proceed to tell you basically all the same things he told Clocksworth. Would you like me to post them again, read them out loud again, or just, what do you want me to do?
You could read them out again, because I know somebody's gonna post something that's gonna block it.
Sure. Okay. So, from what he said from before, Clocksworth asked what Luminescence do exactly, and he said, "We protect the weak, we help the innocent, and we help the faithful. We are their guardians, their protectors, and their doctors. We're the ones who lift people up to a brighter future, figuratively and literally." Then they had a conversation. Clocksworth explained that he's one of the ship's doctors, which Strongheart smiled at that and basically said, "You're already doing the work of a luminescent then." And then he also continued and said, "You would just need to protect the innocent, protect your friends, and keep them safe and healed. To aid those in need when you find them. To heal those who are hurt when they need healing. To embrace the divine light of life into yourself and the sacred fire of hope for a better future."
Cathanglass actually smiles at that. That is something that I've modeled into my very own life.
Mm-hmm. And then Clocksworth asked,
I can't...
"What?" Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I can't heal that well. I'm still learning, to be fair. I'm trying my best.
You will do well. And he continues. Clogsworth also asked what the sacred fire is, because he is distinct in that there's a difference between the divine light and sacred fire. And there is. The divine light is Beradros, our god, the god of the sun, life, fertility, and the dawn. The sacred fire is our soul, the spark of life within all of us, our burning inner flame that drives us. Hope. The sacred fire is the soul, the holy light is Beradros. This is what
you'll never get rid of.
Mm-hmm. So in a way, your astral fire is not all that different. It's just a fire of a different color.
Indeed. I also apologize if I accidentally hit you too hard while getting mad there.
I've been hit harder.
He just did a silly chuckle.
You look up and
I'm
just kind of
still-
shrug and say, I've been hit harder, but you did hit hard.
I'm still getting used to my powers.
Though, I'd advise you keep more durable stuff. Don't take anything onto a battlefield you don't want to lose.
There's just something I'm willing to protect with me. He just points to the box.
Yeah, that's a mighty fine box for it to be able to survive such a blast. What's in it?
He just shows him the egg. Something worth caring about.
Yeah.
I am an adopted father now.
Oh, really? Congratulations.
I will defend this child with my life.
Sorry, I didn't see what you said before, as Strongheart says this, Rattle says, I'm a surgeon as well, sir. And Strongheart looks over and says, oh, are you now? And you are... who exactly?
I love how he was down there with him in the room for the entire time and doesn't realize, like, a couple minutes later.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, he saw him there, but he didn't know his name.
His name is Rattle. He
Uh,
just said it!
yeah. It's a pleasure to meet you, Ral Darkstar. You seem to be a tame dragon, from what I can see. I've heard dragons aren't a fan of faith. Part of what makes your friend here, and he had pointed Cathanglass, so remarkable. Normally,
My
dragons
family's
shun
always
faith.
been about faith.
They don't seem to understand the light of our gods. At least, that's my opinion. So,
My family's
Rattle.
always been a...
Oh, you're learning to become a druid and a sorcerer. Interesting. Is there any interest, perhaps, in the divine? I have heard of those. I am not super knowledgeable of it, but I have heard of those.
Cathanglass just smiles and he hears Circle of Stars.
Yeah. Well, good. I would expect the doctor to have such things, he would chuckle.
I mean, all I have on me currently is... Well, I have an herbalism kit. I'm very well with medicine.
True, but you are not the designated doctor of the ship either.
I could try to, but I don't want to take away people's faith from them.
Cool. A wave of water. Alright. And then Strongheart would turn towards Dread, actually. He wouldn't say anything. He'd just smile at Dread and wave. And if it's okay with you guys, I think here is a good place to end it, unless you want to continue.
Yeah, that's it.
Does anyone have anything else that they want to do?
Not really. I mean, the only two questions that I'm asking is because of the weirdness that is the tournament. I'm not sure if there is any downtime or if it just suddenly we're being transported to whatever will happen with the tournament out of nowhere.
There will be downtime after the tournament is announced, but before the matches happen.
Yeah.
Basically, when during that Saturday, everyone will gather. I will announce the tournament and explain all of the rules involved in the tournament. Then everyone will receive 1 week of downtime to prepare for their matches, and then that session will end. And the matches will be done exclusively inside sessions. Does that make sense?
Yep.
The one thing Cathanglass just asked is just offhandedly, wait, does that mean I have some control of the luminescence? Just very confused, just like... He just says that, like, offhandedly, just very confused, like, wait, does that mean I have a little bit of control over the luminescence? He looks worried.
No,
Yeah.
no. You're very limited because you're not as on a certain concept. You're not as relevant, are you? Or like, or in,
Oh no, I don't mean it
like,
that way.
very. No, I know, but I'm just saying. There's.
I do not know what this woman's voice is that I hear, but I agree with her.
That is my goddess.
Oh, is that
That
Goddess Yukari? It is a pleasure to
She is
hear
on-
from you, Goddess Yukari. I've never heard from you before. That's Strongheart saying that to you, dear, by the way. The Paladin of Baradress. She's not a very talkative one, is she? Is Clarkson giggling in character too?
I don't know. I feel there's been too little interaction with Yukari for that to be an actual reaction.
Okay. It's best not to make a move. Duly noted, Rattle. I will attempt my best to not do so. I mean no ill harm towards her. If she is somewhat aligned with the Sacred Fire and the Astral Light... Sorry. Is it called the Astral Light? I forget. Hey, you turn sick.
Astro Fire, actually.
Astral Fire, that's it.
He was trying to also teach me how to hold my powers.
Oh, interesting. Similar to how Baradros taught me to use my powers. Well, if she is a friend, then I will consider her a friend as well.
She is an amazing friend. And my grandmaster.
I hope someday she can see me as a loyal servant as well, possibly, provided Baradros allows. Yukari, I will mention, you did notice that one of the things that got incinerated before was a letter addressed to you that Cathanglass had on his person. And I assume you, kind of gapped it out of his belongings to take, if I remember correctly. Yeah. I figured you would have just snatched it before it got destroyed. Knowing you. So yeah, I'm fine ending the session there. Unless Diana, do you want to do any more stuff in here? Okay. I'll take that as a no. So, thank you all for watching, if indeed you still are. Oh, one more thing. As the sun shines brightly in the sky, you all see the Void Ocean, but it seems to be glowing with a golden light now, instead of the usual black pit of darkness it is. And
Something good! Finally!
The golden light is shining, and it washes over all of you as I end the session. So thank you all for watching. Sorry.
Sorry. As you were saying that, I started to get blinded by the sun a bit. I was like, what the hell?
Bear Trust is influencing the real world. Okay. On that